it means I'm telling you that God is not a man. God better be a woman and a man. When I am controversial, it's because I'm saying things that people don't want to hear. So when I hear this, when they tell me that black people, this leader is bad, I start researching. So I read the poem. And when I read the poem, I'm like, why is this poem white something put you in bondage? Why is that so bad? That's the truth right there. And then I realized that's what they do to us. So I don't know what happened when I sent some email back to him. All of a sudden the brothers start communicating. And he said he wanted to come to his family in Canada. He says he wants to come visit his family here. Who am I to deny that? Who am I to deny that? Whatever it costs to fly them in, put them in a hotel, whatever we had to give him to come here, we had to do it because he said he wanted to come amongst family. I went into my own bank account, David, and I won't tell you how much it is because you have to pay me back today. But the bottom line is I don't really care what we do today. Just remember, he's family. And I want you to give him love. If you need to answer your phone outside, once they come to the stage, give them full love, full attention. I'm going to shut up right now because I don't want to start preaching. I want you to put your hands together for a brother from another mother. Our good brother, Brother Batin Ashanti, and Atum Ashanti. I want you to give them a round of applause and a round of love. A Canada love, a black love, an African love.
Freedom and blessings, family. How are you doing this afternoon? You want to raise the black fist and say black power? Black power. I want to say black power. I want to say black power. I don't want you to be afraid to say that because that's what we're lacking. So before I get started, I want to do a little something to talk about a little African-centered education and the ultimate program that I have going on. And I'm going to show you the work, introduce you to my daughter Autumn, and she will reflect the work that has been done inside of our secret society and inside of our private temple. So, let me go ahead and have a seat. For all of us who are black people, we recognize the fact that the enemy does not love us. There was a time when we were on the plantation when you would be murdered, beaten, drawn, and quartered if they caught you trying to enlighten yourself. The first book that the enemy gave you when he found that it would not be dangerous for his machinations or a threat to his devious deeds, he gave you his Bible. You need to think about that for a minute. He will kill you if he caught you reading. But the first book he permitted you to read when you were on the plantation was his Bible, where you learned about turning of the cheek. You know, if he needs your pants, take off your pants and give him his coat as well. Indoctrination started early, right? Then at what point did it come to when it was okay for us to learn and to go to his school? When we could be more productive for him. We can be better slaves if you're educated, and the only thing you're looking forward to is when you get your diploma is that, hey, you know, I'm going to go down here to Molson or whatever companies they got up here with your degree. Not one time do you hear how people largely talk about when I come out of here, I'm going to do something and I'm going to come and I'm going to give my people and I'm going to use my degree to educate our own. Rarely do you hear that. Because the first thing they're talking about is I have to pay back master for educating me, so I have to go to his job to pay him back. If you follow talking about your college law. You get our people and our young people with sincere deeds and sincere motivation. They want to come out here and they want to talk about, I'm going to become an educator. Rarely do you hear them say, I'm going to start my own black school. But what they try to do is go inside the system and they profess to making the old system better because they have young and they have innovative ideas and they're going to go up into the system and they're going to correct the white man. You're a fool if you believe that. You are a fool if you believe that you're going to go into a system that has never been made, that has never been put together for you. I hear so many people talking about, well, I got a few white friends and they cool. I say to you again, you crazy as hell. Don't you believe it for a minute? The old saying, the leopard doesn't change his spots because they invite you to have a beer or go to the beach or ride on their boat. They haven't changed one bit. They haven't changed one bit. Which brings me to the reason why I chose not to allow my daughter to go into the educational system. Down in America, or the United States of America, where those no good people are still crawling on their bellies, they have large scandals. I don't know if it's coming here in Canada, where a lot of the white teachers now are taking off our children. Now you have sex scandals. You're supposed to be going there to become enlightened, but now you're being abused sexually by the very people who are supposed to be bringing you light, knowledge, wisdom, but you still want to fall at their feet. I say to you again, you've been hoodwinked, you've been bamboozled, and you're a fool if you believe in it. My daughter went to a school up in Westchester. She was asked to come up there for Black History Month, family. She was asked by a black man who runs the Black Student Summit to come on up and to speak for Black History Month. She comes up there, and before she goes on stage, the brother comes back behind the curtain before she goes out, and he says, you know, brother, this event wasn't going to take place because, you know, they were going to cancel it. Sister inquired as to why. And the brother said because the Latino community and our brothers were warring against one another, and one or two of the students pull out a knife and they slash up. You know how, sister, you know how we do. And so sister took it to heart. She took it to heart, and she came out and she tried to articulate to our people to stand up and make a pledge to one another. And in doing so, she had asked all of the students to stand up. But she told the audience that this is for the black and Spanish. So for the white people, this is not for you. Meaning, you can stand up, but I'm not addressing you because I didn't hear you were cutting up each other. Right away, she was deemed a racist. Although she was prejudiced, she isolated us. Now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels. So the madness to my daughter being deemed a racist stemmed from the fact that she had enough love for her black and brown community, or Africans in general, to ask them or to make a request of them to try to show love to one another. And the enemy's children took offense to it. Well, good. At this school, they invited us to what they call the middle school, okay? In the middle school, when you come in the lobby of the school, you have a huge mural that covers all of the walls, okay? Now this is what your children have to go to, black children have to go to every day. I'm talking about education now, and I'm talking about subliminal messages now that's sent out by the enemy. I want you to pay close attention to what I'm telling you. Because your children who are still in the public school system are being bombarded by subliminal messages every day. They are not as blatant as they used to be, but let me tell you, they're there nonetheless. So as we went to the middle school to do the second half of the Black History Month, we go into this school called the Peekskill Middle School. Do research, it's on the internet. We go into this lobby, family. And on the walls, as this, what the black children have to walk into every single day, on the wall, you got the Pharaoh on the wall with the pyramids. They got black people building the pyramids, and the pharaohs are white. This is in the school, the middle school. This is what your baby see for 10 months. Okay? The next mural had Abraham Lincoln with his arms spread like black Jesus. With the Emancipation Proclamation in one hand, and the black man and woman on their knees, bowing, looking with their eyes up to him as if he is a god. Abraham Lincoln, 16th president. This is what your baby's looking at. In another part of the mural, you got the Native Americans bowing down on their knees with the conquistadors standing hard with their medal up, and the Native Americans have a bowl of fruit up over their head with their heads down, not even looking at these bastards. This is what they do to your children. Before, when we were younger, for the younger elders in here, this Dick and Jane, C-Spot run, you know, when I was in school, I was in the 2nd grade, and I could read. And this cracker teacher was handing out books to the students. And I'm raising my hand, oh, can I get that? Oh, can I get that? She wouldn't give me nothing. Didn't give me nothing. I said, man, can I have this? She gave me nothing. She finally had a book. You know what she gave me? Burr Rabbit and the Little Black Sambo, and then told me to go home and show it to your mother. Okay? So this has been going on a long time. And don't you be fooled for 1 minute thinking in 2007 things have changed. Here you people are right now, for the ones who are not as enlightened as us, and I'm not being derogatory, and I'm not mean, you're preparing your children to go to a 10-month sentence. They are being sentenced to 10 months of hard labor. From September to June. You getting in their notebooks, getting them going to bed early, talking about y'all gonna have to start going to bed now because y'all gonna have to start back to the plantation. What you should have been doing this summer is starting to prepare and try to find and network with my brother and his queen over here and find out how you can get your children in their program. But you say you love your people and you say you love your children, but you don't love them enough to take them out of their system. I'm gonna say it to you again so I'm clear on this. You say you love your people and you say you love your children, but you do not love them enough to find an alternative means of educating your parents. I want you to hear me clearly. Back to the school. When we were in the school and my daughter addressed the situation, she was like, no, 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 no. And she told them in the auditorium, do y'all ever pay attention to the mural? She asked the students, and half of the students said they didn't even notice it. Now, how in the hell can you go to school every single day and walk through the same door, looking at the same madness, and you say you didn't notice it? Do you follow, family, what I'm trying to say to you about subliminal suggestion? To put something in your face that's so plain, you become and you internalize it, and you don't even know it's there anymore. Listen to me. Where are our black schools? Where are our black banks? Where are the black teachers that really love our children? Why are you not here? Because you want that check from master. I got that SUV bill. Got that car insurance, and got that car note, got my mortgage, so you know I can't jeopardize that. Why? You say you love your people, but your children are going to hell. You know it's true. You know it's true. So when we were in the school, you had these white cracker racists that were sitting there, come to find out that they had the Ku Klux Klan, which is out of Verplank. Most of the teachers are in the racist organizations. When my daughter was on the mic, you could see the old, I'm talking about the old stale crackers. And I'm going to call them crackers, and I don't care if they don't like it. They was old and staying in their ways. They were mumbling while she was doing the white nationalism poem and talking about different issues. Oh, they can't hear it coming from a child of God. Next thing you know, they got my daughter's picture up on the internet with a noose around her neck, with duct tape over her mouth and a bullet hole in her head. You talk about courage? Which one you got? This is not about vanity. This ain't about coming up to Toronto for some vanity